Hello, I'm live. Okay, boy, this is being a pain. Twitter didn't work again. Hello, everyone. JoeHart, live streaming. This is kind of early and I'm late to getting up, and so yeah, this is Formula One is starting this morning. It's FP1 watch along. Let's watch word. I should probably see what they do. Hey, just getting set up this morning. Hello. Good morning. Just wanted to say hello to all the streams that we're streaming out to. I'm live streaming on StreamYards, and it gets sent to 6 destinations. I probably spend too much time on that, but that's a really important part of StreamYards. I'm not going to stream if I'm only streaming to one destination. Anyway, that's very loud, as you can tell. So let me get that going. Let's see here. So I got so I probably want to put my earbuds on so I can hello. Feel free to make comments and let us know where you're viewing from. As I said, I'm streaming it's usually 6, but one's not working today again. I'm getting into a pattern here. Let me just run something off. I'll be right back. Hello, good morning. Please say hello. I'll be right back. I'm coming right back. I hope I didn't lose 1,000 of my viewers. Hello. Boy, that's really loud. A round is just starting. It's 6:19. Oh, okay, 6:19. Okay, so there's 11 more minutes. Hello. So yeah, let me get to feel free to comment. Let me know what you're up to. I'm going to go off screen, which I just did. I'm going to go to so I'm getting kind of set up. If anybody has any Okay. So, good morning. Good morning. So, FreePractice1 is this morning. It's in Bayron International Raceway. The broadcast on ESPN2 starts at 6:25. They start 5 minutes early before the driving actually happens. So let me see what this says. Let me go here. Becky Hart. So there's a Becky Hart that does the whatever that said. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so this is opening weekend. Hey, babe. So that's 2022 stuff. That's 2022 also. So let me find 2023. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So FreePractice1 is officially from 6:30 to 7:30. That's my local time. That's Eastern Standard Time. And then, but I guess the broadcast starts at 6:25, which is in 1 minute. But, then that's live streaming instead of anyway. So, it starts really close to that time. It might be off by a minute or so. So anyway, I'm going to probably think so yeah, there's this is a pretty busy weekend and I'm trying to cover way too much stuff. I'm going to see how it goes. I hope I do pretty well. But it's Formula One's opening weekend. It's IndyCar's opening weekend. And for NASCAR, who generally starts, that's usually the first series to open the year. And so NASCAR, this is their third race. Daytona 500 was the first, and then Auto Club Speedway, and now Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So those are the three things happening. But yeah, I don't know. So I think I'm going to show, let's see here. So I'm going to, hello. So let's see. Let me get to my banners here. Hide that. Go back to the comments. Present. Sorry. That is share. So that's this is the opening race. C1, C2, C3 for hard, medium, soft. So they're using the hardest. I guess there's a C0, but I think C0 is brand new to this year. So it generally was the 3 hardest tires. That's kind of complicated. I'll go over tires later. It's 80 degrees there now. Air temperature. Track temperature 107. Humidity 11%. Wind 12.6 kilometers per hour, which I guess is, she said 6. That's a little higher. It's 7 or 8, I think. So I'm watching it off camera. So okay, so this is season opener today at Bayron Internet. I mean, there's so much to explain, and I'm going to assume people know almost not much about Formula One, and they probably know more about live streaming or YouTube or possibly StreamYards, but YouTube and stuff. So, and all the other. So I'm going to drink here. I'm a little dry here. So, yeah, I'm going to assume that people know close to nothing. I have had many viewers that know quite a bit, and they tell me, and I don't mean to condescend or talk down to people. I'm just, just starting with, so Formula One is a motorsport series that's based out of Europe, out of London, and it's owned by an American company, Liberty Media, but that's not. It's still, and they've owned it for about 4 or 5 years or longer, I think, somewhere around there. But it still acts like a British company for sure. But anyway, so they're about to go out in 1 minute, but that might be a little late. Lance Stroll is sitting in his car right now, but Lance Stroll had missed the last week's preseason testing. It was 3 days, and he missed all 3 because of some accident. I think he was training on his bicycle, I think, and he wrecked, and it was wrist or something. I'll try to get more details on that. Sorry about that. But he's sitting in the car, so it looks like he's going to try to do the whole weekend. So the way Formula One works is that there are 10 teams. There might be an 11th team in a couple years, 2 or 3 years, but there's a lot of negative flack on that. That 11th team might be, Mario, the Andretti American team, but yeah, they're getting a lot of flack. So I'm not hopeful they'll go to 11 teams. I don't think they need to do. I think 10 teams are fine. But anyway, it's 10 teams. Each team has 2 drivers, so it's 20 drivers. So the cars just went out. They're just starting to move now, and that's on ESPN2. This is, anyway, like I said, it's a new season, so I'm learning how to do stuff. George Russell is not in his car for some reason, and the time is it's an hour-long practice. So right now the time says 59 minutes and 20 seconds. He is now walking toward his car with his Hans device. I don't know if they call it the Hans device, but I think it is. I think they got it from NASCAR. I'm not sure. I normally tweet during these things, so I might try to. I'll just at least get my initial tweet just so I can possibly do that if I want to. So, yeah, let me get, I'm on Twitter here. Let me try to find my, there's Indy Next. I can't find it yet. Sorry about that. Baby steps. Free practice. Free practice one. So I'm going to tweak this. You know, some stuff I leave in a space after the handles, and sometimes there's a purpose for the space, and then I like to maximize all the. So it shows Alba top, but I think that's just arbitrary. I don't think they have a time yet. Let's see if I show a time. Sergio has a time. Norris and DeVries, I don't know who is first. Now 4 people: Perez, Piastri, Norris, and DeVries. DeVries. Natalie looks very nice today with glasses. She looks really nice. And then Naomi Schiff, they're talking to her, interviewing her stuff. Anyway, I'm not seeing when it. So anyway, let me get Allo. I guess he just, wow, they're all on medium tires. Alonso, Perez, Gasly, Sainz, Piastri, Norris, Tsunoda, number 7, Leclerc. Let me get, I'm off screen. I think y'all can see me, but I'm off screen. Let me, So my first tweet has gone out, and usually for me, once I write the first one, then they come a little easier because okay, so what do we got here? They have so many different live leaderboards. I don't like the inconsistency. So I currently see 9 drivers. And plus 11 drivers, no time. So it still shows. So I'm going to show the last, just a, so Nick DeVries is plus 2.791 seconds. That's pretty close. That's not hugely back. It just changed. There are now 10th. $51.51. So Aloe per ver. Verstappen now has a time. So usually at the beginning, of course, when it starts out, that's when I have a lot of things and stuff. But so anyway, nothing is live. So what I have ESPN2 on my iPhone, and it's in my iBud. It's my earbuds, so I might be talking loud, but I'm a loud talker anyway. Sorry about that. I want to stop apologizing for things. I'm getting a lot of feedback recently, welcome feedback, I guess, on my streams and stuff. But sometimes it doesn't always sit very well. So I do want to get away from apologizing. I don't want to apologize. I do like when I just acknowledge things. I just say, I'm a loud talker, and then just move on. Just say that. So anyway, let me. I guess since I've been talking a bit, I'm going to go back to. Hello and welcome. Feel free to comment. And mention what platform, destination that you are viewing from. So I'm going to send this out, but I might try to. Okay, so let me. That's that. So I guess sometime maybe after this practice, which is, it's got 48 minutes, 34 seconds left. According, like I said, nothing's live. So they're all maybe off by seconds, or not minutes, but, they're off by a little bit. So I'll go over this later. I'm going to change that. Let's see here. So I'm going to remove this from stream and stop screen. and then present, and then share screen, and share screen. So this is the live leaderboard. And I'll probably leave my picture as this grows. I want to find out from people if they can see that. Some people wear glasses and stuff, and I can't read that. I have to go off screen to read it. But I think a lot of times people do like to see me. I like to be on screen. Let's see, full page. So I can barely read that when I do full screen. But I'm going to probably anyway. So like I said, that's the live leaderboard. I'm going to go off screen to me, not to y'all. I'm going to go off screen so I can read it. So this, just to go to the top, so 46:30, that's 26 seconds off from my ESPN. This live leaderboard is 28 seconds ahead my ESPN. So anyway, as you can see, it says Sergio Perez is number 134.343. I don't know if that's super fast or whatever. Alonso, Verstappen, Hamilton, Gasly, Sainz, Piastri, Leclerc, number 8. Let me stream down. 9, Norris, and then Sargent. It goes down to 13. So Logan Sargent, the new driver for Williams, that he's American. He's the only American in this field. Bottas, Tsunoda, and De Vries. So now De Vries is 31.50. That's getting 31.50. So De Vries is 13th. So that's 7 drivers with no times. Usually every driver gets so let me just confirm that at the bottom. Whoa, now it's 15. So the people without a time is Guanyu, Zhou Guanyu, Esteban Ocon, Nico Hulkenberg, Kevin Magnussen. Those are both Haas teams. Neither one of them has gotten a time yet. Supposedly they're on soft tires, but no time yet, so they might change their tires. Lance Stroll is last on this list. With the 5 bottom with no times, those are ranked by different things. I'm not, so he's probably not really 20th, but he's listed. Anyway, so yeah, everybody's on medium tires, as you can tell. All those, the tire is on the far right, the second to last column. It's those yellow M's. So all of them are on the medium tire for M, except Logan Sargent 7 is on hard tires, the white H, and then Hulkenberg and Magnussen, who has not turned a lap yet, they're on soft red. So anyway, what do we got? 15. Perez Aloe for Perez Aloe, Verstappen, Hamilton. I'm tweeting some of this. And the time on this screen is 43:19. So I'll come back on stage. Hello, hello, hello. So we've got Perez still on top. So, okay, so according to ESPN2 Live, which is on my iPhone, and I'm listening to it a little bit, I can't multitask very well, so I have to turn it down so it doesn't distract me with talking and what I'm doing now. But anyway, it shows the time for free practice one as 42 minutes, 27 seconds left. So far, first place is Perez, 134.343. Alo, plus 0.524 seconds. 3, Magnussen got a time. So now 18 drivers have times, 2 do not. Joe and Stro do not have, those two words are spelt completely different. They're two different languages, but they almost rhyme. Joe and Stro. Stro has 2 L's at the end, but I don't pronounce L's. Sorry. So, see, I keep saying I'm not going to apologize. I'm trying to get away from that. So number 2 is Alonso, 0.425. Hamilton just moved into third, plus 8.821. Magnussen, 1.077 seconds. He's on soft tires, which soft generally is the quickest. Medium is generally second quickest, and hard is generally third quickest. Sargent's the only one on a hard tire, and he's 12th. Magnussen and the other one, Magnussen and Hülkenberg are on soft tires. They should be the quickest generally because of the tire, but not because their talent in their car. So Magnussen, it's off screen, but I think it said 4th. So let me go back off screen. Feel free to let me go to the bottom here. So Joe and Stro. Okay, so currently there's 18 drivers with times. Nick DeVries is still 18th, and it shows plus 3.15 seconds. That's a pretty variance. That's a pretty big variance. And then Zhou Guanyu and Lance Stroll are the 2 without times. I'm not sure what's going on. Usually I'm watching the TV or, whatever you want to call it. And focused and know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on with them. They're showing Lance Stroll on. He's sitting in his car and it says no time set, but but they're not showing Zhou Guanyu. They should be showing both. It's equal. They both don't have times, so it should be. So I'm going to wait until this turns over So practice one now has 38 minutes, 59 seconds. So I'm going to summarize those drivers. Perez, Alo, Hamilton, Magnussen. Wow, Verstappen. So, okay, per Alo Ham Mag, I try to shorten them sometimes for gas, so I can cover them all. There are 9 cars with a time now. So Lance Stroll, who missed last week's preseason testing because of some injury during training. He was riding a bike, I think, and he broke his wrist or did something with his wrist. And he's currently hasn't gotten onto the track. But the other 19 have gotten a time. Zhou Guanyu has now finally, where'd he go? He went to 17th. So Nick DeVries is still 19th plus 315. I just like to give a range of all the people. So, 37, 23, and then so per Aloham mag ver gas. So McLaren is in the garage. I don't know. Stoffel Van Dorn is at the race watching. He's in Formula E. He was in Formula One. Philippe Drokovic is the reserve driver, standing right next to him. Those are all Lance Stroh's people. Anyway. And Lance is just sitting there. He's got his helmet on. He's ready in his car, but they're still touching his car. They're still working on it. So I don't know what's going on. So let me go back on screen. If anybody has any questions or comments, or if you have a favorite driver, if you have a favorite team, that kind of stuff, that would be great to hear. So they're reporting that Lance is okay, but it's the car that they're working on, which is good. Lance Stroh's dad, who is a majority owner, his first name begins with an L. I think Lawrence, maybe. Lawrence Stroh. And he's standing right behind the car and looking at his son in the car, and he looks really concerned and stuff. Of course, it's his son. But they think it's an ignition issue, they just heard. It's going to take 15, 20 minutes, and there's 35 minutes left. So they're going to lose 2/3 of and he's sitting in the car. Usually if they knew it was going to take 25 minutes initially, he would probably not be sitting in the car. So that's probably a little frustrating for the driver also. So let me see to the bottom here. Nick DeVries, it shows that 2 is the number of laps he's done. So he's only done 2 laps, and he's plus 3.150 behind the leader. And those are all 1, 2, 3 laps. Those are laps, right? It doesn't give what that column is, but I think that's the number of laps that they have driven. And that's amazing. I didn't know they did so little. So they're all the drivers are 1, 2, or 3 laps, except for Lance, which is 0. Did it say? Lance Stroh, it says 1, so that may not be laps because I don't think he's hit the track yet. I wish they would identify that column. Sorry, I'll try to figure out what that is. Sorry about that. So, again, if you have any questions and comments, it's on a commercial, but that doesn't mean anything. Wow, what the hell is that? So I'm going to go off screen, but I'll try to catch you. So with 32:49 left, down the leaderboard, Sergio Perez, 134.343. And then Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, Kevin Magnussen, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg. He's new, back. He used to be in Formula One. Now he's back, Nico Hülkenberg. Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Esteban Ocon, Carlos Sainz, which that's pretty low for him, 11th. And they might be doing other things than just speed. So it might be okay that he's that low. But Carlos Sainz, 11th. Logan Sargent, 12th. That's probably pretty good for brand new driver, an American, and Williams being the worst team on the grid. And then Albon, the other Williams driver, is 13th. So 12th and 13th is not bad for the worst team in the grid. And then Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, Yuki Tsunoda, Zhou Guanyu, Valtteri Bottas. That's really low for him. And Nick DeVries. Nick DeVries should probably, and I'm sorry I keep saying his name differently each time I pronounce it. A lot of times the way my disabilities work is I can be reminded of something and then I don't remember it. So I apologize for all that. Oh, I said I wasn't going to do that. So that was a good summary for that. I'm going to go to stop screen. So this is opening weekend, so they don't have any points yet. So the closest thing we'd have to anything is last year's points. So that's why I was showing earlier, and that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to just so that's it. 2022 constructor standings. I'm going to do full page layout. I'm going to go off screen so I can read it. And this is just to give y'all an idea. So these are the 10 teams by rankings, standings of at the end of last year. This is how the championship, this was the final of the year. So 2022 constructor standings. Number 1, Red Bull Racing, significantly more than 200 points ahead of the second team. That's a trounce. Number 2, Ferrari. Number 3, Mercedes. They're very close to each other. That's 39 points within each other. That's pretty close. And then they go in groups of 2. So Red Bull is by itself, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, and then Williams by itself. I hope that kind of makes sense. So we have, this is for last year, the end of last year, and this is the beginning of this year, so we have no points for this year yet. So first place, Red Bull Racing, more than 200 points ahead. 2 and 3, Ferrari and Mercedes, 39 points between each other. 4th and 5th is Alpine and McLaren, 14 points within each other. 6 and 7, Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin, they are tied at 55. 8 and 9, Haas and AlphaTauri, they're within 2 points of each other, which as you get down to the bottom, 2 points become really critical. And then as you can see, Williams 10th is 8 points. That's off by 27 points, which is astronomical. I mean, if they score 8 points in the entire season and they're behind by 27 points, that's more than triple their total points. So as you can see, they would never catch up. So that's that. And then I'll probably do the drivers just to kind of give you a feel for that. But let me go back on screen. So I'm going to exit full page. And I'm going to go off screen and do another formula page. So I'm opening up another Formula One page. And then I do standings, which is last year, because this is opening weekend, so we don't have any points yet. And I don't have this broken down, so I would have to do it like on the fly. But anyway, what do we got? 28:33 left. That's on that screen. Let me look at the other screen. 27:58. Perez, Verstappen moved up a couple spaces. So Perez and Verstappen is behind. They're both on soft tires. So I guess now people are trying to improve their speed. Perez, Verstappen, Piastri and Magnussen, 4 of the top 6 are on soft tires. Allo and Hamilton's time still is on medium tires. So let me see if Lance has done. Lance is still nothing yet, just 1 lap on the medium tire. Or not, I don't know why it says 1, because those numbers are changing. So that is the number of laps they've done. So I'm not sure how Lance did a lap without a time, and he's sitting in his car, and I thought his car hasn't moved yet. I might be wrong. It could have started a lap and then came, if you go out onto the track and then you immediately come back off the track, you don't do a complete lap. It's, you enter from the pit, and then when you're almost all the way around for a lap, but not quite, you enter back into the pits. So that's probably how he got 1. I guess he did 1. I'm not sure. Sorry. I'm going to stop with that word. So Lance Stroll's ignition is fixed. I don't see it moving yet, but Ferrari's tinkering with their car. I don't know if it's Sainz or Leclerc, but one of them. Joe's radio came on, but they didn't ask Ted to not talk, so we didn't hear it. He talked over it. Radio usually is one of the most important things. So when the radio, when there's a transmission from any of the 20 drivers radio, they usually say, shush, and then everybody stops and listens to it. And we missed it. Ted was yapping, and people weren't telling Ted to stop. And he was like, please tell me to stop talking. Because he can't hear it, so he doesn't know what's going on. Okay, so maybe I'll do a tweet. So I'm going to stop that screen. Then share. So I'm going to go off screen, even though I'm on screen for you. So, okay, so that's 24. $24.32. Perver bot, but Botas at the top. Why does that keep working? Perver bot aloe. Piastri. Woohoo. And I think his anyway, I'm going to just guess what I can't think of the name. Hamilton Sonoda. DeVries is 8th. Yippee. Mag Gas. Sargent. So let's see. Let's go to the bottom. Lance Stroll does finally have okay, so and Lance Stroll is 20th. Plus 4761. No, not DeVries. Got to change that. So 20th is Lance Stroll at plus 4761. All 20 drivers have times now. That says no times. $22.18. So I'm going to wait until it says 21:59 and tweet that. 21:59. So I just tweeted it. Pervert Aloe. So anyway, so it's Sergio Perez, Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Lewis Hamilton is top 6. That's Red Bull Racing, Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin, McLaren, Mercedes, AlphaTauri for top 7. So so they all 20 drivers have time. So I tweeted that once, and so I'm gonna now get rid of that. And $132, and that's, well, top 3 times are soft tires. 758. Okay, so Perver Bot Aloe, Pia Ham, Sunoda Dev Mag Gas. Let me go to the bottom. Stroh is still the bottom with 2 laps, 4761. So I usually, I use a ton of, So it's now going to be 19 minutes, 59 seconds. So just under 20 minutes. So I have a lot of followers on Twitter, but some mute me because of my OCD behavior. So now the top 4 are soft tires, with 6 and 8th also being tires. Aloe is the Fernando Alonso, who I call him Aloe. That's his, not abbreviation, not initials. I can't think of it. It's like name code or something like that. Every driver has an official 3-letter name abbreviation. I don't know what it's called. So, hello. Woo, doggy. Woo. He spun off the track. 55. I forget who 55 is. I think it's there's so much written on the car and they can't make the name of the driver obvious. I don't get why they don't do that. If they want to build awareness in America, they need to make it a lot clearer. Let me see if the car numbers are on this other screen. Car numbers are not on this version of, let me see, drivers. Boy, they just try to make it as difficult as possible. I think Charles Leclerc is 55. But now that I said that out loud, I think Carlos Sainz is 55. They're showing Robert Schwartzman, Ferrari's reserve driver, watching on. McLaren, they got all the things tinkered with. So, I'm sorry, they're going in. So Lando Norris they're back in his car, back into the garage. 17 minutes, 19 seconds left. Zhou Guanyu is 20th. Oh, wait a minute. That's according to that. Let me go to this. If y'all have any questions or comments, if you have a favorite driver, just let me know what you think. So Zhou Guanyu, which is he's on soft tires, and he's the 20th place. But that's probably because of his team. That's Williams. It's already changed. So it went from 4.1 behind to 3.4. So they're getting closer, at least temporarily right now. So 20th place is Alexander Albon from Williams. And that's plus 3.458. So 1533. Sergio Perez, whose nickname is Checo, S. Checo Perez is him on Twitter. He still has a 132.758 with 4 laps. So, yeah, people are doing minimal laps, it appears. They have certain strategies that they're testing and stuff. So, Perez, Verstappen, Norris has arrived. Zhou Guanyu was 20th, and now he's 4th. So let's see here. Perver Norjo bought Alo Piastri. Ham Sonoda, DeVries. And let me check 20th again. I like to give the range. Albon, 3458 on medium. I'm going to let that go to 1359 before I tweet. And they're going to a commercial. So it is now 1359, and now I'm going to tweet, which is 1355. So, 4-second delay. Now this is a pretty busy, I'm trying to take on a lot this weekend. So there's, anyway, it's opening weekend for, let me take this off here. So this is opening weekend for Formula One. It's opening weekend for Indy 500. IndyCar. It's the opening weekend for IndyCar. And then it's the third race weekend for NASCAR. And so I'm trying to cover as many of those things as I can. The NASCAR is a triple header. It's the top 3 series. It's NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. So it's all 3. And that, it generally has, practice, qualification, and race. And then for IndyCar, there's a ton of there's a 6 series race in there, but the top 4, IndyCar, and then last year it was called Indy Lights. This year it's called Indy NXT. I think it's pronounced Indy Next. I don't know, but Indy NXT, and then Indy Pro USF 2000 or something like that, and then USF 2000, and then that's the top 4 series of IndyCar-ish. That arena, IndyCar series plural. That's the top 4, and then there's 2 other series, supporting series of other things at the track. MX5, which is Mazda MX5, and then GT America, which is a completely different thing. That's the anyway, that's SRO and blah 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 blah. So there's 6 of those. So they all have they most all have practice, qualifications, and race. Some of the lower series have more than 1 race, 2 or 3 races. So there's a lot of events going on this weekend. I'm not going to be able to cover all of them, and I can't show all of them, but hopefully I can get to a live leaderboard, a live timing for what's going on. Just the raw data, the times and stuff. So anyway, I'll probably end this stream almost right after the session ends, which what's it show? 10 minutes and 56 seconds. So I'll probably end this pretty close to as soon as that ends. But anyway, for today, these are all the events. I probably won't be covering them all, but I'm OCD, I'm extreme. I'm going to try to cover them all. So so for today, the stream I'm on right now of Free Practice Formula 1. First 2 events are Formula 1. Free Practice 1 is 6:25 to 7:30. That's what I'm on now. The second one is Free Practice 2, 9:55 to 11 a.m. I'm going to definitely cover that, but I guess that's a new stream. And then the next 2 events is IndyCar, and it's 1:50 to 2:40 and 3 o'clock to 4:15. So I would do those at the same time. And then the next 5 events are NASCAR, and the first 4 are kind of in the same time frame. So there's one of the series practice is 4:35 to 5:05. One of the series qualifications, okay, that's truck practice is that, and then the truck qualification 5:05 to 6 o'clock. Xfinity practice is 6:30. That's a pretty big break, 30 minutes, but I can cover a lot of that. So 6:30 to 7:05, and then 7:05 to 8 o'clock. And then the last event, which is not readily, what's the 9 o'clock thing? Oh, that's the truck race tonight at 9 o'clock. Golly, I hope I don't. It looks like I could stream from 1:50 to way past 9 o'clock on the same stream. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that, but there'll be some version of all that stuff somewhere. So, yeah. So anyway, it's I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to probably evolve. I'm trying to, make my lighting better and my studio better and things like that. And I'm trying to figure out the ins and outs of what I can share on YouTube, and not using some cuss words, and not showing my displeasure with actions with my fingers and stuff like that. So I'm trying to I'm evolving, and I know that this is YouTube's playground and StreamYard's playground. It's not mine, so I can't, Anyway, again, to a shout out to all the viewers, watchers, listeners. I guess some people call them lurkers. I don't like the name lurker, but feel free to come and listen and not comment. But I like comments. I like to hear from y'all, and I like questions and comments and difference of opinions, and all that kind of stuff. I don't like bullying. I don't want bullying and name calling and stuff. But I fall prey sometimes, but not that. But so anyway, let's see here. But yeah, if you did ever want to make a comment, feel free to let me know what platform or destination you're viewing me from. And again, questions, comments. If you have a driver, they don't in NASCAR. The secret code question is, do you have a driver? And then that is secret code to, are you a real NASCAR fan? If you have a driver, then you would say, yes, of course I do. Or, yes. And then you tell them. Formula One doesn't quite call it that. I don't know what they call it, but same thing. If you have a driver that you follow or prefer or cheer, and then teams, a lot of times people cheer the team, 10 teams, 20 drivers, 2 drivers each team. So they cheer the team, like Mercedes or Red Bull. And, they're like, whoever's driving for them, that's who I cheer for. So, there's all sorts of things. So, anyway, let me go back to the screen. What do we got? 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Like I said, I'll probably end it shortly after that. Number 20, Alexander Albon is still plus 3.458 on a medium tire. Let me see tires. So there's 4, 7, 10. There's 11 soft tires, 8 hard tire, 8 medium tires, and 1 hard tires. 11, 8, and 1. So as soft tires generally are faster because they grip, they bend, and they give because they're softer, and so they grip the surface better. There's always exceptions, but not usually. Soft is usually the fastest, then medium, then hard. But then it depends on the quality of the car and the quality of the driver and things like that. So anyway, so 5 minutes, 20 seconds left. Let me get the drivers. So Perez, he's still at 132.758 at 4 laps. No movement there. Allo is second. I used to not like Fernando Alonso. I do like his renewed passion in the series. And he's an old man, but he's, performing like he's a young stallion. So, okay, Perez, Allo, Ver, Nor, Leck. Charles Leclerc is up there. Stroll, Mag. Oh, my goodness. Why can't this stuff just work? Okay, so Perez, Allo, Ver, Nor, Leck. Leclerc is Leck. Leclerc. Stroll is 6. That's good to see because he missed all of testing. Magnussen, Zhou Guan Yu is 8th. I like him. So let's get the time again. 3:33. 3:22. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. I'm going to tweet that. Everything's changing. So, of course, my tweet isn't always 100% perfect, but I try to stay up to date, especially if I'm not streaming. This is kind of different to tweet and stream at the same time. Hey, Sifa, how are you? Sorry that I was off screen. Hey, Sifa, it's good to be. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to do a lot today, and I don't know if I'm going to be successful, but I'm going to certainly try. But I went over the schedule, or the overview schedule. I don't know if this is about streaming, but the first event today is this, and the broadcast was from 6:25 to 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, which it ends in 3 minutes. The next one is 9:55 to 11, which is Formula One, also free practice 2. So I probably will end the stream pretty much as soon as this practice is over, which is in a minute or two, just to try to stay on the schedule and try to I still need to do a bunch of prepping for the NASCAR stuff today, and there's always prepping. So, okay, so it shows 1 minute, 57 seconds is when this is over. Currently, it's Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Lance Stroll, which is 6th. He was out of practice. 7th, Kevin Magnussen, and 8th, Zhou Guanyu. And let's go to the bottom. 20th is Carlos Sainz. He is never on the bottom. 20th, Carlos Sainz from Ferrari is plus 3314. That is very different. So, yeah, 1 minute, 30 seconds. So, back on screen. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I don't mean, it's not going to be, anyway, I'm going to just try to stay on. There is 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 9 events today, and that's loosely events. That's loosely. So there's practice. All these series, Formula One, IndyCar, which has 4 streams. I'm not using the right words. Anyway, there's 9 events today, and sometimes with 9 from 6:25 in the morning to 9 at night, they're gonna get pretty close to each other. So it almost appears that I could start a stream before 1:50 in the afternoon and go until after 9 o'clock. The race starts at 9. So that would be probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. So 11 p.m. So I could probably go from 1:50 to 11, which, I'm not, I might, but that's 9+ hours for 2, 4, 6, 7 different events that are pretty close in time. But anyway, that schedule is 1:50 to 2:40, 3 o'clock or 3:05, I can't read it, to 4:15, 4:35 to 5:05, I think, 5:05 to 6, 6:30 to 7:05, 7:05 to 8, and then the final race starts at 9 o'clock. And they don't give end times. So, but anyway, yeah, Sifa, thank you for stopping by, for sure. I mean, that's the key. So it shows practice 1 is a checkered flag. They wave the checkered flag for when the cars cross the start finish line. So everybody has to finish one more lap. So if you're not, whenever they wave the start finish line, you need to cross the start finish line one more time. So if that's 1 second later, you're done. But if it's, if you cross the start finish line and then 3 seconds later they wave the flag, you have an entire lap to go. What are the times here? Let's see here. So the fastest time today is 1 minute, 32 seconds and, so, about 1:32.3. So what's that? 93 seconds to do a lap. So, so even though it shows as a checkered flag, let's see here. FP1, checkered flag. Checkered flag. And this is on Twitter. I'm tweeting because, it's been kind of intimate today. Checkered flag, Perez on top. And I think they're still, let me make sure that currently it shows Perez still on top, but I think people are still going around on the TV. Wait, 3, 6, 9. So they show 11 with a checkered flag. So there's still 9 cars coming in. So they might, currently Perez is on top. I'll say currently, just in case. So anyway, FP1, checkered flag, Perez on top currently. So It's so weird. There's a couple different live timings on Formula One, and they have really different formats. So one of them I really like, I've been used to for several years. And then the other one, it has no information. It's just not. Anyway, so let's see here. Okay. So I think I'm back. Can you hear me? Hope you can hear me. It said something about my audio was disactivated, but I think I'm back and I'm talking. So let me stop that screen. Let me present, share screen. Sorry. I'm going to still keep evolving on how to share this information and find better screens and stuff. But want to see something cool? Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I want to see something cool. Where are you going to send it? You going to send it to Discord? Yeah, for sure. And as you know, with my challenges, I'm not sure where I would see. Oh, there it is. Welcome, everyone. Please hit that like button. Damn, look at all that. Now, I've heard that my laptop sees colors differently than the real color. Oh, my goodness. You have a ton of them. Ooh. Look at that. So, yeah, I heard I have different colors. For this one here, I see black. Now that's changed. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's highlighted. So let me, so I see black, yellow, green, black, and then dark gray, yellow, green, black is what I see. I've heard they're very different. Now this has a bunch, but let me see. So that would be, anyway, you don't need to, and yeah, that's different. It should be red, yellow, green, black, then rainbow. Yeah, it is kind of weird how I don't know if it's I don't know what it is, if it's a character set of what my laptop is interpreting. So yeah, the rainbow, I see red, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, orange. Okay, I guess the first one. Okay, rainbow. So orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, which I guess is called violet or indigo on the rainbow, and then red. So orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, red. And then the last one I see is blue, purple, blue, purple, blue, purple. So that is cool. Damn, Sifa, that is so cool. Then purple and blue. That is so cool. Are those, I'm sure you don't type that each and every time. It must be a macro or micro where you can just send it. And that's cool. That is neat stuff. Thank you for showing that to me. So there you go. That's from Sifa. Welcome, everyone. Please hit that like button. Woohoo! That is cool, Sifa. And then the next one is the rainbow. And then the next one is blue and purple. So they have Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Lance Stroll, Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Guan Yu, Valtteri, I like his first and last name, Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, and it's going to take a while to switch to the second page. So the Perez, the top is 132,758, and then plus 0.4, plus 0.6, 1.4 The fourth place car is more than a second behind. That's huge. That's huge. Uploaded screenshot. Thank you. So then the 11 through 20, Russell, that's very low. Piastri, Sonoda, Hulkenberg, Ocon, De Vries, Gasly, Sargent, Albon, and Sands. Something happened to Sands. He's never on the bottom. So yeah, that is so cool. Oh yes, that's different. It should be red, yellow, green, black. Then rainbow, man, and then purple and blue. I can send you a pic to your phone so you can see it. Is it at general? Wow, look at that. That is something else. Can I share? I wonder if I can share. Not that I want to share Discord, but I guess I want to test it. So let me remove that from the stream and stop that screen. I don't think it's a tab. Share screen. Share screen. I don't think it's a screen. Not Nightbot. Where's Discord? So Formula One, driver, constructor, YouTube, TikTok, live timing, J-Skis, Nightbot, YouTube, ATT, and Twitter. A window. So I hope there's nothing. Wait a minute. I guess I'll come back on screen. Sifa, is it okay if I share that picture? I've never shared Discord. And is it okay if I share your picture on this stream? I want to just get your permission for that. I could probably get something else on Discord to show instead of your thing. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So, which I've never done. Anyway, I'll walk through it with y'all. I've never shared something. Discord something else. I don't know what it is. I guess it's called a window. So I would say present, and then it says share screen, and then I always share screen. But when I click that, there's 3 tabs. So there's Chrome tab, which is 99% of the stuff I share. Those are tabs and blah, 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 blah. And then there's window, and then there's entire screen. So let me click window, and poof, that's where StreamYard, Google, and Discord is, and then entire screen includes all of it. So I'm going to do window and Discord and share. So let me go off screen. Okay, I'm back on screen. So that's Discord. I've never shared Discord. So that's the picture. Let me go. Thank you, Sifa. So full screen layout, and I can't read it too well, so I'm going to go off screen. I'm off screen to y'all, but I'm going to go off screen so I can read it, or kind of read it. So anyway, that has at the top Formula One, my picture to the left, Sifa's comment underneath that, and then live chat, and then it shows the picture. So he took a picture. Yeah, that's cool. So look at those 3 things. So he's got the red, yellow, something black. I think the green I had incorrect. I'm sorry, Sif, I forget those 4 colors. And then the rainbow, which is, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, red, and then blue, purple. The blue, purple is cool. That is a cool thing. So anyway, I'm going to come back on screen. It's super small. Yeah. I'm mostly, I can't see. Let me see what this is. Exit full screen. So I'm back now on screen. This is how it looks. Is that different? Uh-oh. I minimized Discord. I can send you a pic to your phone so you can see it. This is how it looks. Yeah, that's really small. Oh my goodness. So I think that's it right there. So let me let's go full screen. And let me I can hide that one, but I can't hide the other comment. Sorry about that. It's on. So cool. So I have now officially shared Discord. So that's good to know. Now let me go back to see what that other thing is. So present, share screen, and like I said, I hit share screen again, and so I do all the Chrome tabs. There's a ton of them, and I try to open. So window has StreamYard, Google, and Discord, and then entire screen. That's the entire screen. Holy moly. That's busy. I don't think I've shared that either. I might have. I might just have forgotten that. So yeah, share screen. So Chrome tab is where I'm usually at. I just did window for the first time with Discord. Thank you, Sifa, for helping me test that. And in the entire screen, busy. I don't know what that is. That is so busy. So, okay. So, FP2, my second stream, the broadcast starts at 9:55 Eastern Standard Time, which is 2 hours, 11 minutes. And then it goes, the cars start moving at 10. It starts 5 minutes early. So 9:55 for the broadcast. 5 minutes later, the cars hit the road from 10 to 11 for Free Practice 2, another hour. All three free practices are an hour. Qualifications, or they call it quali. Quali is about an hour, and then the race is less than 2 hours. So Formula One is fairly punctual, even though there's 5 events, which is a lot, and that keeps you pretty busy. But they're pretty punctual, or they're pretty concise. That's the word I was trying to look for. So okay, so it's 5:45. Oh my goodness, you are dedicated. Thank you for being here. So okay, I'm going to sign off. My usual thing. I'm going to hit end broadcast twice, and then check my 6 streams. Or today it's 5 streams. Twitter is still acting up. I don't know what's wrong with Twitter, but it's still acting up ever since 8 days ago. It's been acting up. It worked one night, and then it hasn't anyway. So I'm trying to figure that out still. And then so I'd go check out the 5 streams, then I'd come back and then leave the studio. So once I end the broadcast, the comments, yeah, hopefully I'll see you later. Yeah, me too. And I mean, like I said, this is crazy for me to try to take on, 9 or 10 events today and 9 or 10 events tomorrow, and then 4 events on Sunday. I haven't written them yet. So, I mean, it's not, it's unreasonable for me to expect me to do that, but it's very unreasonable for me to expect my viewers to watch that many of them and that long. So yeah, I mean, come when you can. I'm just grateful to have anybody and everybody for as long as they can come, even if, even for the viewers, the watchers, the listeners. Some people call them lurkers. I don't really call them lurkers. But yeah, really, but I just like people to be here. So that's the key thing. So anyway, let me I guess I'm going to go over the results, which I did from my TV screen, but it was so Free Practice 2 is now Free Practice 1 is now over. And so let me see, present, share screen. So, okay, Sergio Perez has been on the top of the charts for most of the session, and he is at the end. His time was 1:32.758. I think next session they'll get down to 1:31 and then probably 1:30. And I'm guessing qualifications will be 1:29, 1:30, but I'm not sure. So 1:32 is pretty fast, but he will go down. So Sergio Perez, 1:32.758. Alonso is 0.4 seconds. I'm going to just estimate. So Alo is 0.4 seconds, Verstappen 0.6 seconds, and in fourth place, Lando Norris is 1.4 seconds behind. That's a huge variance. That's huge. That's forever. 1 second plus is a lot of time. So fifth, Leclerc, Stroll, Magnussen, Zhou Guanyu is eighth. Valtteri Bottas, ninth. Lewis Hamilton, George Hamilton, George Russell, sorry, I might say incorrect names, Oscar Piastri, Yuki Tsunoda, Nico Hülkenberg, Esteban Ocon is 15th, Nick DeVries, Pierre Gasly, Logan Sargent, Alex Albon, and Carlos Sainz is 12th. Clearly something happened to Carlos Sainz. I was streaming, so I didn't hear every second on the so I don't know what happened, but something clearly happened to him. Hopefully I'll see you later. Cool. Thank you. So that's it. So I just want to, I'll remove that from the stream and stop that screen. So anyway, I'll shout out my 6 streams. Thank you very much for watching and commenting, and I appreciate y'all watching it live. I appreciate y'all watching it recorded. I appreciate all that. That is so cool. I know I'm small peanuts. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to change my, my green screen and, I'm trying to upgrade on a lot of things and not cuss as often and not show my displeasure with my hands. I don't want to be showing my hands. I discovered, even though I do a stream for 4+ hours, that when I flip the bird for, 8 seconds or 6 seconds or whatever, YouTube AI, I guess it's AI, but YouTube can scan my 4+ hour video, find that, and put it up as my thumbnail. I did not know that. It was up for about 4 or 5 days. I mean, I knew it was up, but I didn't. Why do they have to pick out the worst thing of my stream and show it as my thumbnail? I guess it sells, but that's also how you get strikes. So anyway, I left it up as public for 4 or 5 days. And yesterday someone was saying, you really ought to make that private. That is how you get strikes. So it took me forever. I couldn't figure out how to do private, but I finally did it. I couldn't figure it out on my laptop. So I finally figured it out on my iPhone. I had to download it. And anyway, it's every one of my devices is a Frankenstein. Everything is pieced together in shambles. I would love to get a brand new iPhone, top of the line, and a brand new iPad, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of those, a brand new laptop, but everything's a Frankenstein. It's all pieced together with Band-Aids. So, oh yeah, you need something new. For sure, man. I can't wait. And I could probably, I do drop into specific fundraising. Like when I went out to Idaho, I did a specific fundraising for gas. I tried to focus off on gas. And I needed food and stuff, and I had very gracious viewers to help me with my food and stuff. But yeah, it would make your life so much easier. Yeah, I mean, I'd give anything. Not anything, but I would love to get an iPhone. But anyway, I can do focused fundraising. So I could, although, I mean, I think people they tire of fundraising if they keep perpetually happening, which mine do perpetually happen. I don't make excuses for that. I don't apologize for that. That's what I do. That's what I am. So, but yeah, I mean, I could focus on an iPhone and just do that, which also includes service. The service usually is very, I currently have my service in my budget, but not the phone. I've had this phone so long that I've paid the monthly payments for 2+ years or 3 years or what. I think it seemed to be more than 2 years, but I paid the monthly payments that now I out and out own it. So to fit that back into the budget would be very challenging, to say the least. But anyway, yeah, I could probably do iPads. I've fundraised for a couple of them. They're not cheap. This one that I have now, I think was $459. I don't know what they cost now, but and I could have unlimited. I love devices. I'd like to have Twitter live all the time, and I'd like to have YouTube live all the time, and just have one device on those things. I could tell you some services that are very cheap and work amazing. Now you're talking about for cell service, which I think you sent me a couple things, and I did check them out. I didn't, with my OCD, I have to check things out for hours and hours and hours. So I didn't check everything about it, but as I said before, and I hope I have no money, but I want everything. So I want an iPhone. I need an iPhone because of my ADA accommodations and ADA accessibility and stuff. So I need an iPhone. I'd like the top of the thing. I need unlimited data, not throttled data, but unlimited data. So I've tried Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon. In my lifetime, I've tried all of them but Sprint. But many, many, many more. T-Mobile, I have not done them yet. Boost, I haven't done. Ultra, I think that's one. Boost Ultra, or maybe that whole thing is one. T-Mobile, Boost Ultra, maybe one, but I think that's two. I think T-Mobile is one and Boost Ultra is the second. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I need unlimited, and I am forgetting the second thing, which I did mention the last time we were talking about this. I just can't think of it, but unlimited data. Only Boost and Ultra have worked good. Now, I live in Vermont, so signals, I have had a cell phone for forever. I don't know what year, but they were the big ones. They were the big ones that it's been forever, probably 20+ years, or I don't know, but I've had them really since they've been around. And I've been in Vermont for 20 years. So I have always thought, I don't have a working phone. I can't get a working phone call. I get text things later, because the signal and the service. So I that's what I assume. I assume people can't call me. And I don't like phone calls. I don't want people to call me, but it's just, that's a given for Vermont. And I think a lot of people in this state treat their phones that way. Now, there are some people that won't accept reality and they cuss out their phone and they're like, I never get good services. And I'm like, you're in Vermont. You don't get good service. But we have, we have various things and people are like, no, this is great. And, it's so, and plus when I, in 2020, I hit the road for covering politics and I was in 31 states. So obviously you can't buy one service that's good in all 31 states. And, but anyway, there's just a lot of that kind of stuff. What's going on? There's a stare off between a coach and the referee. So anyway, okay. So, yeah, I need to do something. Boost and Ultra. I need unlimited data. It can't be throttled. Maybe that's the second thing, is it can't be throttled. And I mean, I was at Walmart and they were swearing to God that AT&T was, I almost bought a phone in Florida at a Walmart and they're like, you need a home address. And I'm like, I'm on the road. I can't, and they're like, just get me a home address. It didn't work out. I could have, Amazon has those, not PO boxes, but they have machines that you can deliver stuff to, but I didn't put it together quick enough. But AT&T was swearing to me that we do not have a credit check, because I always tell people, you can tell me I can get one of your phones, but yes, I'm constantly on my internet and I only pay $45. That's pretty cool. I pay about $45 too, but mine's throttled. I get unlimited data, or, I get full speed data for 20 gigs and then it throttles back. And when I'm off the road, I don't hit 20 gigs. When I'm on the road, I'm always worried about hitting 20 gigs. Because they say it gets throttled, but because I do live streaming, that's the main thing I do is live streaming, is when it's throttled, it doesn't work. So they tell me I have unlimited data, but it throttles after 20 gigs, but really only because I live stream, that doesn't really work. After 20 gigs, it shuts down. So I'm like, shit. So anyway, sorry about the cussing. I'm trying to become more YouTube friendly. I want to make sure my stream stays on board. True. Thank you. So anyway, it's and again, AT&T was swearing to me, we don't do credit checks and it is not throttled. And I said, AT&T, I know everybody I don't personally care about the swearing, but I know some on YouTube do. It's dumb. Yeah, I'm I got a warning last Thursday. So 8 days ago, I got a warning and some of my streams were shut down and stuff. And they wouldn't tell you specifically what I did, but I thought it was trademarking and service marks and that kind of stuff. But they would just say whatever it's called. I don't like to quote it without reading it, but I think it's community guidelines. Oh yeah, ATT they do check credit. Ultra and Boost do not. But and I don't, whatever. They can check, but they won't give me the phone if they check my credit. But and that's what I was telling them. I was like, it's useless. Why are you trying to sell me a phone? My credit check won't go through. No, we don't do it. You'll get it. And I'm like, I won't. You can tell me this. I can walk into car dealerships and the same thing. I'm like, I want to buy the car. I'd love you to give me the car, but you're not going to give it to me. So anyway, but they were swearing our data is not throttled. It is truly unlimited. And I bet, without knowing, but I bet I bet 100% of the companies out there, I'm just betting that they all throttle after a certain amount, after 10 gigs, after 20 gigs, after 25 or 30. Those are the most common numbers, but they all throttle. I might be wrong. In 2015, people were buying unlimited data and it was truly unlimited, but that's when Meerkat and live streaming started happening. So there were people, believe it or not, there were people on Meerkat. Some of these were just viewers, but it was also the streamers too. But there were people that on their unlimited data plan, they were using 1 gig. Wait. So mine's throttled after 20 gigs. I guess 1 tera. Anyway, it was enormous. And all the companies were like, whoa, we can't do unlimited. We got to get rid of these live streamers. They're using, but I think it was 1 terabyte. I don't, or maybe back then we were on megabytes and it was a gig. I don't know. It was enormous. It was off the charts 10,000 times. It was 10,000. But yeah, it was, and again, it was truly unlimited. I didn't have truly unlimited because my credit and stuff like that. But I was at home and I was, I never left home. I was paralyzed emotionally and I couldn't, I didn't go to the grocery store and I didn't do many things. I didn't leave the apartment. So I didn't really need unlimited. But yeah, those were, it was tremendous. It was just amazing. And everybody's like, that's why they started throttling. They were like, no, we can't let someone do that, and they got grandfather clocked in. So they had an old phone and they were paying, a certain amount per month. And they're like, I'm never going to cancel this plan because it's grandfather clocked in. I have unlimited. And I'm sure after 5, 10, 15 years that they could cut the person off, but they were grandfathered in and they kept the plan. I wish I had unlimited. Boy, I would love to have it. So anyway, I'll get it. I will figure this stuff out, but, and I'll see how it goes. If I hit the road, which I don't think I will, but if I hit the road, because I think I will, then I'll probably have to, fundraise for an iPad and iPhone and a laptop. One on YouTube Live a couple months ago, one of my viewers promised me a laptop, and I was like, you don't know me. You don't say that stuff. I will gladly take anything from anybody. I need it. Thank you so much. And they're like, oh no, I make a lot of money and it's tax time. When tax time runs around I get the refund and that's not in my budget. I don't even acknowledge it as part of my budget. And yeah, I'll buy you a laptop. And I was like, well, you don't know me. And don't say that. And, of course, they're probably one of my watchers and viewers and listeners right now. So I didn't totally follow up with them. But when we, had our difference of our opinion, I was like, just because you're going to buy me a laptop doesn't mean you can tell me how I can talk on my stream and stuff like that. So anyway, whatever. I will. I usually don't let things lie. So I will probably touch base with them and say, it is tax time. You offered me a laptop. You said it was no problem. You never changed. You never sent me an email and said, I renege on that offer. He's never followed up and said, I renege on my offer. So I think I just want to dig it into him. But I mean, a laptop is $250. An iPad is $500, and an iPhone is $1,200. So obviously that's the order of which a new laptop would be great. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. So it is now 8:04. The next stream starts at the broadcast starts at 9:55, which is an hour and 50 minutes. And the Cars on Track is from 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. So, boy, I got off topic there a little bit. Not off topic. I need more devices. I definitely need, when I'm at home, I'm full speed, unlimited data because I don't get the 20 gigs. But when I'm on the road, I do get the 20 gigs. It gets throttled. I can't live stream. So it's not really unlimited because it's throttled. So anyway, I'll figure that stuff out sometime. Okay. Sifa, other viewers, thank you so much. Sifa, thank you for testing Discord with me. It looks like you're over in Discord a lot. Good luck with that. Best wishes. I hope, again, whatever, your brain, whatever, your level of competency is way ahead of mine. So, of course, yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, anyway, I'm sure you'll I'm sure you will quickly figure out how to live stream on Discord and be sharing everything, sharing live videos, sharing recorded videos, sharing everything, tabs, Yes, I'm over there working on murder cases with the group. Now, who's the group? Do you mean Brittany? Are you working? I don't know what group you're in, which I'm not, I don't own people. Everybody can be in as many Discords as they want. So, true crime group. I mean, that might be, anyway, I don't know what group you're talking about. So that's and I don't need to be invited to it, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, best wishes. No, not her. Cool. Anyway, you don't have to mention the group. You can tell me in Discord or you don't have to tell me. I'm just asking. So, sorry, there's something in my throat. But anyway, best of wishes on that. I'm sure you will figure out how to go live stream. It's a group of YouTubers, and it's Squirrels on Fire Discord. I follow Squirrels on Fire, and I've seen a couple of her things. I really like her stuff. I haven't been in her stream enough for someone to say, hey, if you want Discord, I can send you an invite and stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's fine. So great. That's you are over there, and I'm sure they are lucky to have you doing research and all that stuff. So keep it up. Good job. And live stream. I know Liza, and I think everybody ultimately wants to live stream, but they're, either nervous or they're unsure how to do it. And yes, it's a Discord for active investigators. That is cool. Yeah, right. I'm all over the place. I'm motorsports. Amen. Yes. So, but Squirrels on Fire, I've enjoyed her streams a couple of times. And, she came into text. Oh, cool. That's cool. So, okay. So it's a smallish group. That's cool. Yeah, keep going. Do your stuff. All right. JoeHart, person with disabilities. I'm going to check out. B just texted me. I hope you don't. I'm finishing right now. I'll start another stream in about an hour and 40 minutes. So, okay. So, so thank you. Facebook profile, Facebook page, LinkedIn profile, YouTube, no descriptor, Twitch, no descriptor, Twitter. I want to be your friend again, but you're not working. You're not working with YouTube. I did something, reconnected it, and it said that it worked successfully. So I thought it was going to work. I think I'm supposed to delete it totally and then readmit it, and maybe that will work. But I hope to get Twitter working. So, okay, that's it. Thank you, Sifa. Have a great day. Be Survivor. Oh, I'm signing out right now. I'm so sorry to get your Hi, Be Survivor. You're a rock star. No problem. That was quick. Okay, great. I'll be there. Oh, I mean, but anyway, but we have to do that. Are here next time. I'll be here next time. Yeah. So anyway, busy day today. 8 or 10 events today, 8 or 10 events tomorrow, 4 or 5 events. So the next one is this was as you can see, FreePractice1 for Sakhir. That's all in code. I've been getting recommendations on how to put descriptors, but don't be on the radar. I don't understand it. People are trying to help me so I don't get blocked and struck and warned and stuff. But so GrandPrix is vague, Sakhir is really vague, and then FreePractice1, no one knows what that means, and miscellaneous. So anyway, this is FreePractice1. My next stream will be FreePractice2. The broadcast starts at 9:55 Eastern Standard Time, and then the cars are on track from 10 to 11. So 9:55 is an hour and 44 minutes. I will probably start 5 or 10 minutes before that. And I'll probably try to end that pretty quickly too, because the next 6 or 7 or 8 events, I could probably be on the same stream for all of them. They start at about 1:50 p.m. and they go till 9 p.m. when the 9 p.m. when the race starts. So that could be 1:50 to 11:50. It could be a 10-hour stream. I could never do that, but I'm trying to finish these early ones quickly so I'm still way behind on prepping. All the prepping I'm behind, but especially the NASCAR I'm way behind on. Sorry, that lighting is not too good, but Anyway, thank you, Be Survivor. Take care of yourself. All that stuff. You know, I don't want to. I know sometimes I read things aloud and I don't quite remember that I have a microphone here, and everything I say. But you know, all that stuff's good. Take care of yourself and don't worry and stuff. And you know, that's okay. So thank you to all the 5 streams. I hope to figure out Twitter. I hope to remember to delete it and readmit it and see if I can get Twitter working again. I did get it to work once since last Thursday when I started having problems. So anyway, okay. JoeHart, person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. Thank you for coming in my StreamYards. Thank you for the live viewers. Thank you for all the comments. I really appreciate comments and questions and perspectives and all that stuff. We'll probably get to Murdoch sometime, which blows me away. The whole Murdoch thing is, I can't believe they decided so quick, and I can't believe it is guilty. I'm over the moon about both of those. I think it's great that they're so quick because I'm impatient, and I'm happy that it was guilty. I don't want to open a can of worms because everybody has opinions and stuff, but anyway, we'll get to that sometime. Probably not today, tomorrow, and the next day, because there's a ton of events, and I'm going to try to do NASCAR, IndyCar, and Formula One. Not in that order. In the order of Formula One, IndyCar, NASCAR. That's what I hope to do. So, okay, talking too much. Be Survivor, thanks for making it over here. Nightbot, thank you for all your persistent posting. I did add Nightbot to Discord. I haven't figured out how to use it. Probably some of these themes will start showing up in Nightbot. I mean, in Discord, but I don't know how to do it. Hey, I shared a Discord today. Sifa did a screenshot, and I said, "Can I share it?" And he said, "Yeah." So I shared Discord screen for the first time ever, and I got to watch out. I was asking him permission, but I'm always testing. I'm always trying to figure out how to do stuff. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm probably going to go get something to eat and, you know, get chilled and schedule the next thing and go from there. So thank you very much. As always, I'm going to end the broadcast, hit the button twice, and then I'll check my 5 streams, and then I'll come back and leave the studio. So the comments will be around for a second or two, you know, for a minute or two. So, okay. So end broadcast in 3, 2, 1. Number 1, I've already clicked it. So now end broadcast number 2. I'll count down 3, 2, 1 and click it. And then the thing will spin. And it'll end, you know, like in 3 to 4 to 5 seconds. So I'm going to hit end broadcast in 3, 2. Have a good morning. Thanks, Sifa. You too. Thanks for helping me test that stuff. And Be Survivor, thanks for stopping by. Sorry that I was leaving when you showed up. But there's more. There's a bunch more today. And we can probably try Discord's audio. I know we couldn't figure that out. I would love to get that working again. I'm not sure why it's not working. So anyway, we can always test that. So in 3, 2, 1.